The woman stood by the window and noticed something strange. The neighbors were hurriedly packing up their things. This made her and her husband suspicious. Were they packing something they shouldn't be? So the couple decided to ask them, but strangely, before they could speak, the neighbors quickly drove out of the neighborhood. The couple turned around and saw many cars suddenly behind them. Each car seemed to have urgent people inside. Could aliens really be invading Earth? Though they weren't sure what was happening, they decided to follow anyway. If aliens were really here, at least they'd be together and safe. But just minutes later, they noticed some cars in front of them turning around. Was it because the aliens had taken over ahead, and now everyone was going back? At this point, the family was even more confused. Jeff decided to turn on the radio to relax the tense atmosphere, but in doing so, he completely ignored the traffic in front of them. Luckily, he slammed the brakes just in time, avoiding a rear-end collision. But when they got out to check, they saw the road was filled with cars, and there was a helicopter hovering above. The helicopter broadcasted a warning for everyone to return home and isolate. It turned out there was an outbreak of a virus in the nearby town. The virus caused people to lose their minds. As the family debated whether they should turn back and isolate, a huge rock suddenly crashed into their car. When they got out to check, they realized something far worse was happening behind them. The entire mountain seemed to be on the verge of collapsing. At that moment, the little girl thought it was an earthquake, frozen in fear and unable to move. 2 fighter jets suddenly flew overhead. The onlookers rushed forward to see what was happening, and they couldn't believe what they saw. The jets dropped bombs on the town, turning it into a pile of rubble. Daisy suddenly realized the organization had abandoned them. Rather than waiting for isolation to end, it would be better to destroy the source of the virus. People immediately panicked at the sight of all this. In the midst of the chaos, Daisy remembered the air raid shelter on the mountain. She quickly turned to her family and told them where to hide under the threat of aerial bombardment. The family struggled to climb the steep slope, eventually reaching the school at the top of the mountain. Since the school was on the mountain, there weren't many people around. They quickly found the entrance to the air raid shelter. Just as the manhole cover was about to close, they managed to escape the bombing safely.